Brothers, welcome. My name is Gary Davison, and I'm one of the special instructors for the MELD Conference this year. And as a part of our planning and design and everything, pardon me, the Grand Lodge has asked us to give more support to small group instructors and anything that we can do. So we thought it might be helpful to have a video up front, just a real short video up front. I'm not going to pretend to know the content as well as you do, but just point out a few things that the Grand Lodge has wanted us to give emphasis to help you in your planning for your session. Also remember though, this is your session. We want you to use your experiences, your strength, the things that make you you. Really let your leadership show, but we want to be able to give you some support and some guidance along the way. So if you would, open up your PowerPoint, pardon, it's entitled MELD Emergency Planning and Response, and it's using the emergency response worksheet that we'll go through. It's a short PowerPoint, it's not very long, but you've got a lot of tools here to use to help you with it. Go to slide 2, the welcome slide, the icebreaker question, which I think is an excellent one. But again, use it however you see fit, however you want to structure your session. Think about a time where you were involved in an unexpected situation. One I always use is I was a high school principal for 22 years. And one day a few years ago, one of our beloved staff members, a person very, very close to my own heart, she fell dead in the hallway. She passed out, hit the wall, blood everywhere, just as 3,200 students were arriving on campus. And so you can imagine the mayhem and all of that. So I use that kind of scenario to help me when I talk about emergency planning, how we dealt with the situation. And whatever situation you use as your example that you have going in, you can allude to it many times throughout this presentation. I'm sure you already have a really good handle on that. Obviously, you want to mention what are the 6 steps that are there: assess, triage, prioritize, task, monitor, and communicate. Get right into the steps. Each of the steps are pretty self-explanatory when you start thinking about it. However, really setting the stage for brothers to know that it's okay. It's preferable if brothers have a protocol ready to go to in lodge or at an event or with a large group of people. Have a protocol that you feel comfortable with, that you can help you in your thinking in a situation like this, because time is of the essence. But again, going along with the key themes of the rest of our sessions, being intentional, being planned and ready, and not just having knee-jerk responses, but having well thought out intentional reasons for what you do when you do them. Assess, how do you go about getting your initial facts? Triage. Use this as a good opportunity to look at, okay, what are the things that we need to get to quickly? This is where I start thinking of, in the midst of the situation we're dealing with, what's a short-term issue that needs to be made? What's a long-term issue decision that needs to be made? And I start thinking of it in terms of priority and importance, as well as the timing. What is more critical at this time? What is something that I can attend to the critical first and then go to the next thing, and then go to the next thing. And I prioritize them in my mind that way. Again, that goes into priorities. When assigning tasks, be very specific. We have brothers in our lodge that range all the way from their mid-20s to their 80s and 90s. And obviously, you want to keep that in mind when assigning tasks, asking people to be engaged at different levels. But in emergency planning, obviously, I'm not going to ask one of my brothers that's got a health issue, that's older. I'm not going to ask them to carry someone down the stairs. I'm going to assign those responsibilities to someone else. And we really wanted to get into step 6 with communication. Who needs to know now? Who needs to know later? And what is the message that everyone's going to have? Something like that can be a very, very big benefit. Then we get to the actual practice scenario, the activity. Again, asking the group to put one into place, and then actually using the sheet to go along with the worksheet to go along while you're doing this would really help a lot of brothers out in their own planning and how to use a protocol. A lot of people aren't used to using protocols, but this can be an excellent way of doing it. Again, we want to be sure that we're helping you. We're providing any kind of support that you need. If you have any questions prior to, day of, find any one of us, and we're going to be willing to help. If you need somebody to sit in and help out, let us know. We're more than willing to help out. So, brother, good luck, and we look forward to your session. Have a great day.